That's kind of weird. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Merry Christmas,
Merry
one and all.
Christmas.
Alrighty. Oh, and then what down? Okay, and then we have Mr. Boingy.
Jack.
There, boing, boing. Oh my goodness, we've had that hat probably 20 years now.
That's been our
It's
kids'
falling
favorite
apart.
one too, right?
It's even duct taped. Come show him, Jack. It's duct taped even.
All the kids have
Look.
loved that one.
We have
That's pretty sad.
duct tape.
Duct tape makes it last longer.
Duct tape does something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hello everyone. Barbara says, thanks for organizing and stockpiling tips. After shoveling, pulled mac and cheese, diced chili, added leftover chicken 2 meals previously. Carcass is now soup. And I'm with you while I eat.
Yay.
Well, thanks. And you got a 2-minute meal right there. That's great.
Thank you, Brooke. Brooke said, happy birthday, Mike. Thank you.
How does it make you feel?
Good.
Do you
It
feel
makes me
old?
feel good. No, I don't feel old. Not
You're
yet.
young at heart.
Yep.
All right. Today we are talking about grocery savings again. Why? Because that's what's on everybody's mind.
Yep.
Today, I got a $20 gift card, $4 dairy-free eggnog, $4 butter, and $4.50 for 4 boxes of cereal, and I paid $19.44 for it. We'll let them figure that one out.
Oh, yes. You better say it again. I don't think they caught it.
I will in a little bit. All right. So today we're going to talk about saving money. Now, right now is the time to save money. Dining on a Dime cookbooks. Guys, all these tips are in our Dining on a Dime cookbooks right here. Volume 1, Volume 2. These two go together, but they're totally different recipes. And then our gluten-free, dairy-free, which is Volume 1 adapted so that it's all gluten-free, dairy-free, 25% off right now, guys.
I have all these books. I can say they're pretty good. They're so good. I have thousands of them.
You have tens of thousands of them. And then, guys, our planners are here now. Saturday, I went down to Cheyenne and got them and drove down 4.5 hours. Hit Hobby Lobby and a couple of office stores, turned around and came back and hit Walmart in Casper and kept on zooming. And then I made it home. So we have our planners now, guys. All right. So number one way to save money on your groceries, your ads.
That's
Now,
all.
why am I harping on this? Because right now, guys, is the time to stock up. As a matter of fact, I got this week's ad and it's going through the end of next week, and they have butter for $1.97. They have ham for 97 cents bone in and $1.27 for boneless spiral. Last week they had cereal for $1.77. Remember my Cheerios coupons I keep using, guys? I got cereal for $1.27 a box. I couldn't believe it. And so right now is the time to be stocking up. Now, I realize it's Christmas, and I realize that things might be tight, but the sales are so good right now that really there's not really any excuse to not be stocking up. I mean, we've got chunky soup here for $1.27 last week, right there. Oops, can you see it? I don't think you can see it, but there you go, $1.27. And I would say this is my number one tip for saving money. Now, this is the tip, the secret tip that nobody ever talks about.
Ooh, nice.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here's my tip. I don't listen to the limits, and here's how I do it. So I'm noticing that they're having different limit phraseology in the same ad. So like on the ham, it'll say limit one offer per household. But on the 97 cents for a half gallon of milk, it'll say limit 4 total. And then it will say just limit 1 package for pork shoulder roast. Okay, so how am I taking that to mean? Taking that to mean hams limit 1 offer per household. Okay, that's fine. But if mom doesn't want a big ham, then I'll buy the ham for her house and I'll buy the ham for my house, cut off what she wants, and I'll keep the rest. But limit 1 package of shoulder roast. It doesn't say per person. It doesn't say per transaction. So I got 1 for each of the phone numbers in our house because you have to have the app and all that baloney. And then I even went a step further, and when they sold out, like on the Cheerios, it says limit 4 total. Then when they sold out, I got a rain check for 4 more. And this is what nobody talks about. Rain checks are still a thing. Now, my Albertsons, which is the only store besides I have 3 stores here, 2 grocery stores and then Walmart is all I have here. So I don't have a big selection. But what I'm noticing is that they will run out on senior day, which is Thursday, on senior discount day. So what I would do is like go Thursday night. I would go Wednesday and get it with my phone. And then I would go Thursday night and get a rain check for the 4. And it doesn't say limit per household. So I would get a rain check for me and Mike and Dave for the 3 phones that we have. And then later on, I can go back in when they're in stock and get them for that same sale price.
Yeah.
Saturday is a good day to go. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night are all good nights. Monday night, actually. The only nights I would say wouldn't be good would be like Tuesday and Wednesday, because that's when everybody goes shopping, is Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night. And so that's what I did today. So today what I did was we got really bad snow. So we had to take Dave to work and Jack to school because we only have the 1 car. So what I had Mike do was he dropped me off at Albertsons, and I went and got my Cheerios with the rain check that are off sale now, but they were back in stock. So I got my 4 boxes of Cheerios, and then I had my $1 coupon for each box for 2 boxes. So I got $2 off for that. So I just don't know how they came up with this, but anyway. So here's what happened today. Today I got a 50% discount on my grocery. Today I got all my groceries for free.
How much was the butter?
$1.97.
So,
and what I would do, guys, like with things that you eat often, like butter and the Cheerios and cheese, get the maximum limit and then freeze what you can. Like the Cheerios, they'll be good for 2 years, easy. Well, I have a feeling I may not find Cheerios this cheap ever again. So that's why I was getting them when I could.
They say it gave you $13.28 of coupon just for you is the coupon.
I know. I don't know why.
Wow.
So what I did today was Mike, when we went to go pick up Dave from work, Mike dropped me off at the grocery store. And I got 4 boxes of Cheerios for $4.49. I got 2 things of butter, or 4 things of butter. Oh, they only charged me for, oh yeah, no, 2. I got 2 things of butter, 2 things of butter. for $3.94. And then I got my dairy-free eggnog for $4.29. And then I got a $20 gift card, and it cost me $19.44. And I put my card in and everything, and it wasn't registering how much it was. And then it registered, and I was like, well, that's not right. And she said, well, what do you mean that's not right? I said, well, that's not the right price. And so she rang me through, and she pulled out the receipt, and she was reading through, and I said, yeah, I bought that. I said, but I have like $35 worth of stuff, and it's only charging me $19.44. And she said, what? I said, it should be like $35. And she said, well, let me see. So she added up and added up and added up. So then she called another lady, and the lady said, well, everything's here. I said, I know everything's here. I said, but it's only $19.44. The gift card alone is $20. She could not get that it was supposed to be $35. First of all, it took quite a while for that to sink in. And finally I said, listen, I'm happy to take a $15 discount and get all my groceries for free. I just don't want you getting in trouble when you're audited, because I got all my groceries and part of my gift card for free. She said, okay. So she called in another lady, and another lady came over, and the other lady was like, well, yeah, it's all here. She said, well, computers don't lie. I'm like, okay, they may not lie, but I can guarantee you this is not the right price. And so she said, okay, well, how about we just say Merry Christmas then? I'm like, okay. So I walked out with all of my groceries and part of my gift card free today. And I still have yet to, I had a 63% savings.
I think this is it right here.
I don't know how they did that.
It's kind of weird. There's a line. I don't know if the camera would be able to focus on it. Are we out of focus? Oh, but it says coupon just for you. 11/28 coupon just for you, $2. I'm wondering.
So the $2 coupon was my Cheerios coupons, and the 11/28 was supposed to be the discount for the rain check. But why did the Cheerios ring? Wait. Get your calculator out.
We should have scanned this so we could show them on there.
What is $4.49? That's $1. That's like $1.15. Why did it ring up? It rang up my Cheerios at $1.15 each.
Go back and get more.
Oh my goodness.
What?
We need to go back and get more.
$4.49 divided by 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, $1.12.
I got my dollars. Oh my goodness. I got my Cheerios for $1.12. What's minus 50? Minus 50 cents on that.
62 cents.
I got my Cheerios for 62 cents a box. Well, I technically got them for free, but they're ringing up as 62 cents a box.
I don't know. Do you want me to look at this while you?
I have no idea how in the world. And yes, I did double check, Karen. What's so weird is they gave me a receipt saying the $20 gift card had been charged. I can't figure it out for the life of me. So my whole point of all of that is, first of all, know your numbers and know how much you're actually supposed to be spending on your groceries when you buy them. First of all, because almost every single time we've gone into the store, we've been overcharged. But this time they undercharged me. So I don't know. I don't know that we've once gone into this grocery store where everything has rung up correctly.
Actually, I hate to go to this grocery store because Tara or Jill will say, oh, there's this thing and it's only available on the coupon and there's a small limit. Go in and buy some. So I'll go there to get 3 items and it'll be like 45 minutes because the code wouldn't work. And eventually nobody has been able to figure out what the problem is until recently. One of the checkers told us you have to download this app to your phone. Then you have to find the item in the app and you have to press a button that says click coupon on that. then you have to go to the machine and type your phone number in. And I was thinking, clearly that's designed so that, I mean, their target audience there is, senior day is the biggest day there. So that they should tell you, well, the people that are going to qualify for that, they're not going to understand how to put the app on the phone and create a login to the app and find the item in the app and click the coupon in the app and then type the phone number into another device. And so, but on this
So
one,
she gave me a receipt saying that my $20 gift card had been loaded.
well, actually,
and it
when I look
says
at
right here, approved.
I should see if I can show them on the camera, because then they'll understand what you're talking about.
It's the freakiest thing.
Can you?
I don't know.
Let's see if it focuses. Ooh.
Pull it back a little bit. It's not focusing. Oh, wait, there. Okay, so now can you guys see that? Oops. Nope.
It was focused and then it went away. So actually, the amounts are all correct.
So the amounts are all right.
Can you see it?
Yep.
It's just at the bottom here. It says coupon just for you. I think that's a special coupon, like a one-time use coupon that gives you like a certain amount off, because that's like half the price.
Well, but what she did was,
there we go. We're back in focus.
One of the coupons, $11.28, was to take off for the cereal. But I think what happened was the cereal rang up at $1.12 a box in the first place. Now that makes me want to go see how much the Cheerios is actually ringing up for.
They did say there's a number to check the balance on the back of the card. But when I actually added this, because I used to work at a grocery store too. Somebody else said they worked at a grocery store. I added up all the individual items and it was like $39 or whatever. And then I subtracted the coupon just for you additional discounts, and the amount comes out exactly the way it rung up here. So the question is just, what are those discounts, I think? Because that included the $20 for that gift card. So it must have worked.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
anyway, it was really weird.
Whoa.
And I'm keeping my receipt, and I don't know. But now I'm thinking I got Cheerios for $1.12 a box. So here's the thing. When you notice these things at the store, like if I would have noticed that my cereal was $1.12 a box when I was still at the store, I would have gone back and got more for that price. I don't know if it must be a special deal they're having, maybe, that wasn't advertised or something. But that's the way it's looking at, like, right now.
Since it's called coupon just for you, I'm thinking it's something
right
to do with,
here.
Oh, that right there. Regular price, you save.
Regular price $17.96 for 4 boxes. I save $13.47.
$18 for 4 boxes. Who pays the regular price?
I know.
That's crazy expensive.
And so this is going to be an upcoming video after Christmas, but I'm going into the grocery store and I'm going to do a comparison between paying regular non-sale price and regular price. And like today, I saw a woman, she had probably 6 or 7 of those little, they were like this big, of pre-cut fruits and vegetables. One with oatmeal already made with fruit with vegetables. She had to have spent $100, not even on a week's worth of groceries for one person. I mean,
Wow.
It was absolutely crazy. And so know your prices in the grocery store. And when you catch a good deal like this, go back and get some more. If you don't catch the good deal, go back later and see if you can. Now, we can't get out because we have so much snow that Mike,
Welcome to Wyoming.
half the school had to push Mike. So half the school had to push Mike out into the street to get him going again. And he kept going. And one of Jack's friends' moms said, "I'll catch up with you later."
I'll take Jack and catch up with you later. Don't stop the car.
So Mike could keep going and find someplace to get some traction. So Jack jumped in with her and she followed Mike out. And oh my goodness. But that's why I can't just go back tonight. But know your prices. And if I would have known that my cereal was $1.12 a box or 62 cents a box, because I still have coupons, I would have gone back and got the rest of it. So pay attention when you're at the grocery store. Okay, if you guys have questions,
Oh,
pull them. Mike is going to pull them, put them in there, and we are going to answer your questions. Guys, our cookbooks are 25% off, volume 1 and volume 2, and then our gluten-free, dairy-free edition right here, all 25% off right now, guys. And then we also I went to Cheyenne and met our printers. They drove up from Colorado, and I drove down to Cheyenne, and we got the planners. They are here. All the orders for them are shipped now, so they are on their way to you. All right. Yes, dear.
Well, I was just going to say, Tara will go in she'll look at the coupon or the sale ads and only get things on sale at a lot of the places.
Yeah.
And so most of what we buy is on sale. There are certain staple items that are usually not that expensive that we buy just all the time. And I think mostly Walmart doesn't have a lot of sales, do they? So Walmart will tend to get...
But they'll have good clearance.
Yeah, Walmart will tend to get some of the basic staples that are consistently cheaper. They're like rice.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll always use the ads. But I've noticed when she sends me for something, sometimes I will go and I will scan something and there'll be a sign there that says like $2.99. And I'll go to scan 1 or 2 boxes of cereal or whatever it is. And it'll say $128. And I'll call her real quick and say, hey, do you want me to get a lot more of this? Because it's
He'll come on with 40 boxes of cereal. And I'm like, yes.
So sometimes there's like a sale that the store has already programmed, but doesn't actually start till tomorrow or something, or maybe it's a clearance item. So if something scans lower, we'll say, well, I'll either get a bunch of it if I know it's something we use a lot, or I'll mention that to her. So pay attention, because a lot of people don't even pay attention to the prices at all. So when they see, 49 cents on the aisle, and then they get to the register and it scans $1.49, they don't even know they've been charged more. So pay attention to those things and you'll save a lot. And the price book is good for that, by the way.
Yeah. Live with Linda says, I love my planner. I used it just before logging in. Thank you, Linda. I'm so glad you like it. Guys, This is an undated 365-day planner with all of your organizing and everything in here. I apologize for not getting the video done on it yet. As some of you know, I got really, really sick, so I wasn't able to get it done. So that's why, Diana says she loves the planner too. She keeps track of many things. Well, thank you guys. Wow.
Yay.
All right. Mike's going to pull coupons. I got coupons on the brain.
Comments?
I really don't use that many coupons. I have these Cheerio coupons from last year that I cut off the back of the box that I've been carrying around. And those are the only coupons that I've used in years, because I just don't use them anymore, because coupons just really aren't a really good way to save money. So
there are a lot of people absolutely loving the hats.
Oh, thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So we didn't feel like freezing out in the studio today, because I'm not kidding. 15, 16 inches of snow we probably got. Last we measured before we went to bed last night, we had 12. Jack braved the deck in bare feet and went and measured. Mike got Big Bertha out and he snowblowed 3 or 4 times. 4 times? I think 4 times. And still couldn't keep up. And then we had to take Dave to work, and he lives close to Mom. So we went over to Mom's, and oh my goodness, we almost couldn't get Mom's driveway done. It was pretty bad.
Oh, there was that.
So we're going to have to get a Baby Bertha for Mom.
Yeah.
So as soon as we can get the truck out, we're going to go get a Baby Bertha for Mom.
The snowplow plowed, it was literally 3 feet tall. A 3 foot tall giant berm in front of Jill's driveway.
Yeah.
Of course, we hadn't been over to her place since the snow started, so there was probably 2 feet of snow in the driveway. We've had, I'd say at our house, we got probably 14 or 16 inches.
Yeah.
So that was a lot even for here. Dee says, today's my birthday. I'm 50. Yay. Congratulations. Happy birthday. All right. 1972. Well, that's a good year.
That's a good year. I like that year.
Actually, Maryland Monroe has that interesting comment. I don't use coupons anymore. They're usually for things I don't buy, or the price with coupon is still higher than the store brand.
Yeah.
That's exactly Tara's.
That's
thinking.
exactly it. I mean, 95% of our products are store brand. Cheerios and Hershey's syrup are the only two that we're snobs on.
I'll eat the other one. I just like the Cheerios better.
I mean, it's ridiculous for me not to get him the name brand Cheerios when I get them for $1.50 or less a box. So,
well, and I don't eat them every single day, so
No.
it's not like a huge expense for us.
And Hershey syrup, he loves the Hershey syrup. Although he does love the chocolate syrup in Dining on a Dime cookbook, the copycat,
Oh yeah,
just as well. So I will say that he does do that, and I need to just make it more. I don't make it more, but we got some from Mary Miller today for his birthday. Thank you, Mary. We
Thank
got
you,
that
Mary.
package,
Yes.
and she sent me some candles and my favorite Moonlight Path fragrance that I love for some lotion. And then she sent some candles and some tea and the cutest little gnome towel. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. I love Moonlight Path. It's like my favorite. And then she sent me one of my favorite teas. Thank you, Mary. And while Mike's getting questions, I'm going to finish up real quick. Look what Jeannie sent me. Thank you so much. She sent me that this week.
Do you want me to? We're just looking at them on my computer, right?
Yeah, we can. And then look what Carol sent me. Oh my goodness. You guys are just treating us so well this Christmas.
Yes, thank you.
This is such a darn cute calendar. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It is just too cute. I have never seen one like this before. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. And excuse me. It was from G, I think.
Yes.
And Mom got several packages that we haven't opened yet because we haven't seen her yet. So if you guys sent Mom a package, we probably got it.
And Jeannie sent me a birthday gift.
Look at that thing.
That is awesome. That'll be really great in Wyoming.
He loves that.
Yes.
So he thought that was pretty cool.
Plenty of coffee to keep warm. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Jeannie.
We really appreciate all your gifts and
Yeah.
thinking of us on Christmas. And thank you for all the well wishes. I'm doing fine, much to Mike's dismay.
Oh, no.
Actually, you were happy that I lived, weren't you?
Yes.
I think you were.
I even was praying that you would regain consciousness.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Beverly, did I hear you say you have all the planners sent out? Yes, you should have got. As a matter of fact, I remember yours specifically, Beverly. Went out Monday morning, and you should have gotten an email with the tracking number. So I do remember that. Do our schools ever close for snow? Linda wants to know. Not really. You know it's really bad when they close. They did close yesterday at noon, and then they didn't start till 10 today. But they didn't actually close. But we had to push. One car got stuck, so we had to push it getting out of school yesterday. And then today we were driving by, and there was this poor fellow in this little tiny thing just spinning his wheels in the street. And I said, he's stuck. So Mike pulled over. The boys jumped out, and we pushed him half a block to get him going out of the road. And then Mike got stuck at school. So all the boys at school
one of the moms said,
pushed him out.
do you need us to stay here in case you're stuck there? And I was thinking, well, I brought 3 snow shovels. I shoveled out the car while I was waiting, but just in case. And it turned out to be a good idea. I shoveled all around it, and it appeared that it was not on any snow, but it still got stuck.
Still got stuck.
It was pretty cool. Got a whole troop of boys and one mom pushing. I asked her, do you want to drive the car? She's like, nope. But definitely true Wyoming.
So we got a lot of
hardy
snow.
here.
Yeah, we got a lot of snow.
Yeah.
And apparently they don't believe in plowing the side streets here because they are awful.
Last year they
like,
did.
my goodness, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah. And on ours, we found out that the city doesn't plow the last block and a half of our street at all. So I kind of plowed up to a certain point where our mailbox is in the. And all
Yeah, the
that
amount of taxes we pay for this house, they should be plowing that block.
Yes. Then I ended up plowing like a wheel's one width of the snow plow for each wheel for vehicles down to the place where they actually do.
Oh man.
Because I thought, wow,
Makes
this
me
is crazy.
so mad. All right. Peg says, I look forward to your live sessions the last couple of hours since my husband passed away to heaven in July. You have adopted me, haha, but yes, you're my family. Aw. Well, first of all, I'm so sorry to hear about your heaven. Sorry, I'm not quite with it. Your husband, but I'm glad that we can be here for you and be some sort of entertainment. We were talking about this the other day. People keep saying we're so funny, and we're like, what do we say that's funny? We talk about that a lot. But anyway, let's see.
T-Cider, we have to get this one in because it's really important. T-Cider, good news day. I paid off my mortgage today.
You
Woo!
go.
You go.
Good job.
That is amazing.
Woo!
Yay.
Everybody give a clapping hands, whatever that thing is.
It's a great feeling, isn't it?
Yay! Oh, that's great. We're hoping to get there pretty soon. I don't know. I thought about going live every day but Sunday until we get our house paid off. I was like, okay, no more dinking around with this. Let's get this thing paid off.
We haven't been dinking around. We
haven't been dinking around, actually. We've paid off a third of it just in 3 months. So we're actually doing really good. But I was like, my goodness. I think if we went live every day, except for Sunday, it would take it. When I figured it would take us about 70 to 90 days to get it paid off. Is it worth going live every day for 70 to 90 days to get it paid off? I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Lori says, I shop Aldi and save a lot. And even these stores, non-sale prices are nuts, I guess.
Yes. Meaning,
yeah,
nuts. The prices are nuts.
Yeah, they're going up everywhere, but you still get lots of really good sales. Amazing Grace Rants, I hope you're feeling much better. Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate all the prayers. I am doing much better. We think my passing out thing must have just been that my stomach cramps were so painful that the only thing we can figure is that it caused my heart rate and my blood pressure to drop because I got really bad stomach cramps and caused me to pass out. So I guess I'm guessing that's what it was. So I don't know. We'll see. Nancy says, I have Tara's 9 by 13 brownies in the oven. Took less than 5 minutes to mix. You are right. And the ingredients are too cheap to count. I know, it's like 50 cents or less, depending on how you buy your ingredients to make the homemade brownies, fudge brownies in here. That was the very first recipe I ever got. Did you know that? The fudge brownie recipe?
Is it?
In home ec, that was my first recipe I ever collected.
Wow.
Yep. So there you go. Kimberly said brakes went out on our truck while my husband was driving. Very scary for him. He was going to town to get my medicine. The car is now at the shop. We're hoping it's just a brake line, hoping this is not going to be too expensive. As soon as I start feeling better, I'm going to hit the stores for some of these sales. Yes. Well, first of all, I hope you start feeling better, Kimberly. And we totally understand about the brakes. The same exact thing happened to us with our truck about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And we were driving down and Mike went to go stop behind a car and it was just
the brakes didn't fail, they just locked.
Like, oh my goodness.
And the car just started screeching and throwing down rubber on the road, and I thought, this is bizarre. It turned out, we thought it was something else, but it turned out to be a lot less expensive than we thought. They said there was a leaking seal in the brakes.
Yeah.
So. And it seems to have fixed the problem, so they must have been right.
Yeah. So as soon as we can get the truck out, we're going to go get a baby Bertha for Mom and take it over there. And then hopefully we can deal with her snow a little bit easier also. Sarah says, I heard on the news Alaska got 45 inches of snow. Oh, have mercy. We feel like we got 45 inches of snow, don't we? Question. I live in Austin, Texas. There's no cheap turkey and food. Josephine says, well, I find that hard to believe. I lived in Austin, Texas, and I know HEB always has really good sales. So let's just go look at the HEB ad right now, shall we? Shop the weekly ad at HEB. We have, oh, come on. Who is this? Is this a troll?
No, she's a regular Josephine.
Oh, $3.97 for beef shoulder roast. That's really good.
So we're looking online at the HEB ad at heb.com.
$5 off your basket for $25. Right there, you get 25% off your Pepsi products. Limit one per household. Well, there you go.
That's the grocery store where I used to work for.
Yeah, Mike used to work for HEB. 5 pounds of mandarin oranges, $4.97. That's $1 a pound for mandarin oranges. Apples, 97 cents for a pound. That's really good. What else we got here? We got buy 5 items, get 5 items free with the coupon. So what is it? HEB ham while supplies last. Oh, buy a ham. Okay, so if you buy a ham, you get 5 items free, I guess. So green beans, potatoes, sweet potatoes, shells and cheese, napkins, and ice cream.
So
Well,
I
don't know. That's not exceptional, but it's not bad either.
Well, and each week the sales would be different.
Yeah. So you just
So-
rotate through the sales.
That's another thing is that if you didn't catch us Tara saying it before, there are a lot of times where something is frightfully expensive for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden there's a sale and it's really a great deal. And when that's the case, we buy a lot of it, and then we save it. We use it over time, but we typically end up stocking enough at home so that it covers us till the next sale on that item, right?
Yeah.
And like today, Tara just went to get some butter when it was on sale. I don't know how much it was, but anyway,
$1.97.
$1.97. So that's the way we do everything. Pretty much almost everything we buy is on sale.
And so it looks like you have a Sprouts. Sprouts in Colorado usually has really good sales on fruits and vegetables. So you've got a Sprouts on, it looks like South Lamar. I'm trying to see if I can get their ad to pull up here. I don't know if I can get, why isn't this working? Well, it keeps flashing the weekly ad and then it goes away.
Might be because the ad blocker. Sometimes that blocks those things.
Oh. So let's see. So they've got cilantro for 88 cents, cucumbers for 50 cents, onions for 61 cents, mangoes for 77 cents, baby carrots 98 cents. That's about average. You can get that at Walmart. Let's see. Do they have any meat on sale?
Before asking about the cozy fire.
I'm looking to see here. I can't get their ad to work very well.
Mike had to take a second and go build the fire. Actually, except you're in front of the fire.
Okay, so I can't see what they have for meats and stuff on sale this week, but I don't know. The Sprouts in Colorado used to always have really good deals. So I think you just need to shop your ads a little bit more and start just buying what's on sale when you're there at whatever store it is. Just gets what's on sale. Amy says the other day I paid about $44 and saved $77. Good job. Barbara, is it so terribly wrong of me to give my family Christmas presents 4 to 5 days after Christmas? I won't have any money till then. No, just tell them you want to celebrate after Christmas. I mean, a lot of people do that, especially after the kids get married. Then the kids can go to the in-laws, and then you can have Christmas later with them. Just have Christmas on New Year's. There's nothing wrong with that. Yesterday, Cindy got a dozen eggs, 5 pounds of flour, a large package of powdered sugar, and 1 pound of butter for free with their Safeway Rewards program. Wow, that's a great deal. Nancy got 18 pounds of butter for $2.25 each in her freezer. You go, girl. That is great. I would have gotten that many also. Happy anniversary, Gam Gam.
Yes, happy
Wow.
anniversary. I saw that too.
Let's see. Judy's Weight Watchers Life, I guess. I don't know. Whatever WW is. Got organic butter for 21 cents at Harris Teeter's. Buy one, get one. Had a $2 coupon. I stocked up for baking. Good job. I can't tell what this name is. I actually got a 5% discount on the grocery order the other day. It just happened to be Customer Appreciation Day. Well, there you go. Let's see.
I was wondering if it was something like that, or if it was because we signed up for the app. Sometimes when you sign up for the app, later on you'll get a deal for the first. It's supposed to be for the first spending or something. Yeah, I don't know.
What is DoorDash? I saw it on the receipt. So DoorDash is a huge waste of money. So DoorDash is where you can go online and you can order from different restaurants and stuff, and then they just deliver it to your door. Or you can order stuff from Walgreens, I think, and things like that. But someone wanted a gift card for that, so yeah, so we got that.
Yeah, one of Dave's friends.
Jones says, trying to learn from you and trying to check out. It's not sure if it matters, but I am in California. Ralph's has a roast on sale for $9.99, Bond's $7.99. High price, thoughts, good or bad? Well, I mean, if it's a pound, that's really bad. But if it's for the whole roast, then possibly not. It depends on how many pounds it is. If it's 3 to 4 pounds, then that's a pretty good deal. But it just depends on how much it is a pound. I try not to pay more than $4 a pound for roast now. $3.99 for roast now is a pretty good deal for me. Gail says, we got hit with the same blizzard here in southeastern Wyoming too. Yes, that's why I went down on Saturday to Cheyenne, because I was like, I got to go get the planters either then or I had to wait until this weekend to go, and I really didn't want to wait that long to go on there. Christy wants to know, could you tell me or do a video on what the second fall of Babylon means? Also, when does it happen? Do you know on that one?
Second fall of Babylon?
Yeah, there's a reference in it in, is it Revelation, I think? I don't know the answer to that one. I do know that there's great controversy on what country is Babylon. What does it mean? There's different points of view on that. I haven't really actually studied that one. I can look it up and see. Maybe Amir or somebody has something on it. You might Google Behold Israel and see if he has something on it. He would be a good one to look on that, but I do not know.
Well, I think that Babylon is, the Bible seems to describe Babylon in the end as being kind of a spirit of, and it's sort of when it talks about the spirit of Antichrist and stuff like that. Obviously, there is the Antichrist, but there are other things that the Bible that they talk about the spirit of Antichrist. And I think Babylon is is describing the attitude, the whole world's attitude of desiring to overthrow God and to be self-centered, and particularly originating in the Tower of Babel story, where they weren't doing that just to do something cool. They were doing that so they could overthrow God, was the idea, which is kind of silly. So
let's see. Okay, so from Got Questions, the prophecy in Daniel in the fall of Babylon. Babylon is a setting for the ministry of the prophets Ezekiel and Daniel, who were both deportees from Judah. Daniel became a leader, royal advisor to the Babylonian and Persian empires. He had been captured after the Battle of Carchemish in 605 BC. The book of Daniel records Daniel's interpretation of Nebuchadnezzar's dream and foretells the fall of the Babylon to the Medes and the Persians. Earlier, the prophet Isaiah had also foretold the fall of Babylon. Oh, that must have been the first one, not the... I don't know. Good question. Oh, here, Revelation 18:21. The great city of Babylon will be thrown down and never be found again. So, first of all, I would say Revelation 18:21. Well, first of all, that would be after the rapture because the Christian church is raptured in 5 or 6, Revelation 5 or 6. And so the church is never mentioned again after 6, I believe. So I don't know. That's a good question. We should go see if Amir has anything on that. If he does, then he's a good one he would be a good one to get information from. Behold Israel. Let me see if he's got anything on his channel while Mike's getting you got more comments. Oh yeah, actually Amir has a video that he just put out the second it's called Prophecy Roundtable Mystery Babylon 1 month ago, and it was a prophecy roundtable. So go look for Amir and he will probably tell you because he's just good like that, you know. We love Amir. Okay.
It's on the way to you.
Next, okay, hold on. Let me get the next one here. Doop de doopy doo. Diana says, everyone watch all the videos and clips on Facebook too. Sign up for emails. You really will save money and have a higher quality life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having issues with Facebook right now. And so I'm trying to get the videos on there, but they're just being a dork. Diana, where do we find our address for the P.O. Box? It's Living on a Dime, P.O. Box 6837, Sheridan, Wyoming, 82801. P.O. Box 6837, Sheridan, Wyoming, 82801. Do y'all recommend buying a house now or should we wait 3 to 5 years? Ashley, that's totally up to you. I think housing prices are probably going to go down next year because the interest rates are going up and less people are going to be buying. But I honestly wouldn't worry about it. So here's the thing that I was telling a friend of mine because they're in the same position. She's like, do we buy a house now or not? I said, actually, you're probably in the long run going to end up paying the same price anyway, or not a huge difference. When interest rates go up, housing prices go down. So even though interest rates are higher, you're paying less for the houses. So in the end, it may only be, you know, a few tens of thousands of dollars difference. So in the long run, you may only pay like $20,000 to $30,000 difference between buying it at one time or another. So I would say just look for the house. And if you find a house that you want, just buy it would be my 2 cents on that.
And pay it off as soon as you can.
Yeah.
So.
Laura says we should go live every day until we pay off our mortgage. She would definitely watch.
Oh, that's cool.
I had thought about it. I'm like, oh my goodness, we'd only have to do 90 shows. That's a lot though. I don't know. Of course, it's winter and we have nothing else to do here in Wyoming. So might as well, I guess. Katrina, could you please give me some ideas for older teen boys for under $50 each? I have two. Oh man, I have 3 teen boys. I don't know. What are some things that we've gotten the boys? Well, one just wants money. So he's been getting money for several years. Another sends me a 15-page list like 3 days before Christmas. And
Which
then
one was that?
The third.
Middle one?
No.
Oh.
And then the third just never wants anything. And I have to drag it out of him to try and get Christmas presents out of him. So, I'm not sure that I actually really have good ideas for them. I mean, it just depends on what they like and what they want.
So Jack has been kind of
He likes computer stuff.
he likes computer stuff. He's the kid that if Radio Shack was still around, well, I guess there are some somewhere, but if Radio Shack was a thing like it used to be, he would probably always want stuff from there.
Yeah.
Lately, a couple of years ago, was it a couple of years ago when he first got a 3D printer?
Yeah.
And it hasn't really been working that well, and he's tried different kinds of things, and he's bought accessories. He's gotten accessories for that. So he does a lot of that kind of stuff. What kind of stuff is the others have been using? Well, our oldest has just been asking for money lately because he's older and he's trying to build a tiny house and stuff, and I think he just wants to kind of put it towards that.
Yeah. He must pay for sinks and toilets and stuff.
The main thing
I
is
don't
that
know.
we don't.
Yeah, we're not the best people to ask for that.
Well, the main thing is that we don't. I think we've realized we just don't buy a lot of stuff like other people. I had a friend the other day say her son was his video game system, the PlayStation that he's used for a long time. She said it was on its last legs. I'm not sure if it means it was broken or. But I got to thinking, we just don't buy those things. Although Jack does play on our computers, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff that a lot of people like when we just don't have so much of that.
Guys, post your questions and Michael pull them. Claudia, many thanks for the ebook for free. I felt like Christmas came early. You're welcome. Cindy, thank you for the heads up about appliances being on sale. Got our washer. Oh, we got to go get our stove. Got our washer, $300 off. Huh?
Oh, we did order it.
No, we haven't ordered it yet.
Oh, okay.
So when is a good time to buy a used van? Because we currently don't have even one vehicle now. Wow.
Oh.
Well, then I'd say I'd be looking, but the best time to buy is at the end of the year, like December 31st, if you're going to a car dealership, because they're trying to get rid of as much inventory as possible before the end of the year. And so they may give you a good deal. And then also tax time. When everybody gets their tax refunds, then they go buy new cars, which is just stupid, but people do. So they trade in their old ones to get a new one. So around tax time is another one. But just keep your eye out. Car prices are finally starting to go down a little bit. As a matter of fact, we've been looking for 3 years for a car. And so I think we're finally getting back down into the range where I'm willing to pay for it again. And hopefully we don't smack a deer before then. Michelle, we had home ec, but I never took it seriously. Yeah, people, they don't really do home ec anymore hardly
So
at all.
now do you wish you had?
No, because she's got me.
Oh, because she's got you. Actually, it's funny because home ec has been popular with a couple of our kids. And I know it's just funny. It's funny how many boys like learning some of the stuff
Rachel, we're in Sheridan, Wyoming. So that's where we are. Single guy, simple life. Aldi's has spiral sliced ham for 95 cents a pound. Ooh, yeah, that's great. I mean, that seems like the deal of the week. Susie says, I thought of you right away. Our Save a Lot has 10 bags of chicken leg quarters for $3.90. Holy moly, that's great. Great meat to either put in your freezer or to serve for a family Christmas dinner. Yeah. Wow. Use our maple glazed chicken and our honey glazed chicken in our Dining on a Dime Volume 1, 25% off right now. And livingonadime.com, you can get those recipes. Amy, I just got turkey for 59 cents a pound and ham for 79 cents. Limit 2 each. That is a great deal. Guys, I'm telling you, the grocery deals are just great right now. How long does shredded cheese last in the refrigerator? I got a good deal on it today. Should I freeze it? I look at the expiration date on the bag is how I go by it. So I just look at the expiration date. We go through about one thing of cheese a week when we were eating it. And so then I would just estimate and then just put the rest in the freezer. If you're not sure, you can just put it in the freezer. It won't hurt anything. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's getting hams for a really good deal. Sacred Wonders, is the fresh meat section getting smaller? And the vegetarian section's getting bigger at your stores? Not that I've seen. Georgina and San Antonio and And at Thanksgiving, HEB had buy a ham and get 12-pound turkey free. Wow, that's a lot of meat for whatever holiday. Joan, follow-up question. The roast at Vaughn's and Ralph's is per pound. That's that because I'm in California. Yeah, that's not really a good deal. I would find other meat to buy. And I know you can find it in California because I've looked at the ads. And so you may have to wait for something else to go on sale. But a good time to find meat on clearance is the day after Christmas, so December 26th, because a lot of people are buying turkeys and hams for Christmas. So their ground beefs and their roast beefs and all those, they will mark down with the clearance tags a lot of times. So watch for that coming up here. Joanne says we're funny. I know you've been trying to figure out why people watch. That's why. I guess I just have a sense of humor that I didn't know I had.
I didn't know you had it either. I'm just joking. I knew she had it somewhere in there.
Thanks. Nana says my husband and I are getting a half of a pig from a local butcher for $2.27 a pound. Now, if that is the finished processed price, that's fairly decent. I mean, it's not better than the grocery store, but it's a fairly decent price. But you have to make sure that that's the processed in weight, because there's two prices when you buy whole pigs and whole cows, or even quarter or whatever. There's the price you're paying for the beef, and then there's the price you're paying to have it processed. So when I looked into it, it was actually way more expensive to buy the half cow or whatever than to buy just at the grocery store. So just once again, know your prices. I think my cheek just went numb from this cough drop. It's the super strong one.
This is why you're funny, dear. Yeah, we got her. She found these cough drops that were online. She realized that some cough drops were working better for her than others. And then we realized, what was it, like 3% or something menthol in them? And then we found some that were 8% and 10% and 20%.
These are the 20.
So we got her 20% ones. And
I think my cheek did go numb.
It's like burn your face off menthol. Yeah.
Okay. Grocery outlet for me, Wanda says, has medium eggs for $1.49 a dozen. Whoa, that's great. You can send me more questions. Yeah, that's a really good deal for eggs. I think I paid $4.39 for 18 the other day, which is the most I've ever paid for eggs, but I really needed them. I was trying to remember. I can't remember how much they were, but they were something like that. Or maybe it was $5.39. I don't know. They were really super expensive. Sorry.
Yeah, Sunflower Girl said some teen boys enjoy getting their own tools, which is something I had kind of thought about.
That's true. Guys, if you have suggestions for teen boys, put them in there. My mind
We
is
could
just
use
going.
them too.
Yeah. My mind is going blank.
Yeah, this year's been a little
By
different.
the way, dude, if you have any CD printer stuff you want, you better send it to me, because Amazon ain't coming before Christmas.
You'll get
after tomorrow.
You'll get all your Christmas gifts after Valentine's Day.
We don't live a half a mile from the Amazon store anymore. Yeah, I got some one of our viewers, she lives here in town, and she came and picked up a book, and we found out she goes to our church, and she's really, really nice.
Yes.
She got me Sunday. She gave me some turkey soup because she knew I had a cold. I don't think she knew I fell. And I think that was before I fell. And she gave us some turkey soup and some eggs. So they must have chickens.
Very cool.
So we know who to call when we need some eggs. I couldn't believe it. She gave me it looked like it was a dozen. I didn't actually count them, but I think it was close to a dozen eggs or more. And so that will actually that saved me right there. Almost probably close to $5. So anyway.
Mary Beth Davidson, laced with NyQuil secret ingredients.
Oh man, isn't NyQuil with alcohol the most wonderful thing ever? Oh my goodness. It's like glorious. It's just absolutely glorious. I just love it. Mel says for teen boys, headphones, athletic clothes, nice cologne, nice shaving stuff. Yeah.
Ooh.
And here's another thing. If they, and somebody said art supplies and an electric razor. Those are all good ideas. Also, after Christmas, buy for the next year. If there's things that you normally get or that they like that, when it's 50, 75% off, 90% off, get it after Christmas. Like last year, I got Dollar Shave Club razors and shave cream for 75 cents for 3 razors and the shave cream.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, I bought like a huge amount of what they had. And then I discovered there was a $1 off coupon in there. So I got a really stinking good deal on that one.
Oh, Nikki says honey and onion cooked together. That sounds kind of like your homemade cough syrup.
Yeah. And when Dave was little, I used to cook onions and put them on his chest, and that would work really good too. Be careful that they're not too hot, but yeah. Yeah, if they're getting ready to get on their own dishes and stuff for setting up a household, that's a good idea too.
Do you want me to send you them anymore?
Sure. You can send them to me.
I sent you some already.
Oh, you did? Oh.
But you're
Never came through. Hold on.
okay, I have to go look
Da,
and
da, 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 da.
see.
It's not coming through.
Okay. Let me re-forward them to
Hold
you.
on. He's going to send them to me. While he's waiting on that, guys, our Dining on a Dime cookbooks are 25% off right now. 1 and 2 go together, but they have totally different recipes. We just couldn't fit all of them in one book because this one is almost 600 pages, and this one is 400 and something. 420, I don't know, 430 it looks like. And then our Dining on a Dime gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook is 25% off. Also,
Yay.
you guys can get them at livingonadime.com. Did you send it to me?
Yeah, and if you didn't get it there, check the other email. Because I also sent it there because I thought,
Okay.
you know,
Oh, they didn't cancel my order.
Gmail must have a limit on how many emails you can get from the same person.
Denise says Amir does have the explanation of Babylon, and it's basically the same as what you gave. So very good. There you go. Amanda says,
yeah.
I got a number 23 pound of butter. I got 23 pounds of butter for free. The butter couldn't be sold because the box was wet. Wow. That's a great deal. How is mom? She is doing good. She's just snowed in. If you had extra eggs from your hen, would you sell them, and for how much per dozen? I don't know. It just depends on what they sell in your area. Some people are selling them for like $3 to $5 a dozen here. So I don't know. Yes, Melissa, Dining on a Dime Volume 1 has waffles in it. And
are they in the same area with pancakes or?
Yes. Hold on a second. I deal with this because okay. Next is Shannon. I wanted to get those Amazon mystery boxes. They had them at the store for $25 and just buy them for the kids. They didn't like that idea. Ha! That's funny. I wonder what the value of the box is. I mean, if it's like $1,000, that's really good. But actually, when you think about it, Amazon is such a huge waste, isn't it? I buy so much stuff there and I return like half of it because it's not described right or it's cheap or whatever. I mean, I know they would make way more than they don't, but still. Penn says socks, underwear, snacks that are not normal stuff like jerky, special popcorn, tea boys like to eat, Yep, that's true. Joanna says, Tara, I think the reason you fainted was because you overdosed on trees and flowers. Your body just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I did. I know, I couldn't believe it. And I still have a huge tub, the huge black tub, that's still full of flowers for spring. And that's after I took out the fall ones and put them down with my fall stuff. I know, I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Okay, I had to read Ryan and see the beginning. And are you not cheating the system and denying other households of maybe getting some of these deals? Just saying, nope, I'm not. Get your butt there and get them yourself. That kind of thing, I'm sorry. But listen, deals, you got to be on the ball. And if it said one per household, then that's all I would get. But it didn't say one per household. So I'm assuming it's one per transaction. So I'm going to go in as many times as I want for the transaction until they say that. So we had one lady today email us and say that she got up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the store to be there as soon as it opened so she could get a really stinking good deal on groceries. And by doing that, she's been able to pay off a huge amount of debt. And so, no, that kind of statement is just someone who doesn't want to do the work to go to the store to get it. Most people are lazy and they're not going to do the work. So I have no problem if I'm willing to do the work to getting the deals.
Well, and some people, I would say, feel like that. And because of that, they feel like somehow they're doing something wrong. So they won't go get the deals because they feel like they're doing something wrong by doing that. But, if you're going and buying everything there is in the store, then that might not be the best thing. But, there's nothing wrong with going in and buying the deals that are there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Question. I have 3 kids driving right now. How do you keep them on the current car insurance and still keep it low? So we had 4 at one point and you don't. That's just part of having teenagers. Them having good grades, and them having driver's ed is really good. They pay for their insurance. Speaking of which, I think Dave's insurance is coming up pretty soon here. And yeah, don't give me that what. So our kids pay for their car insurance when they were in high school, they were driving an hour. Their school was an hour away. So we paid for their car insurance because they didn't have a choice to walk to school. If they had a choice to walk to school, or ride their bike or whatever, then they pay for their own insurance. So,
well, and there was a time where I think there was some point where we paid for some of it and they paid for some of it. I can't remember why. It was because
I just explained that.
Okay. But also, did you explain that there are a lot of times discounts available that you might not know about or might not have been applied to your policy? So we made sure that they had part of the deal was they had to be good drivers. So there was like a good driver discount, there was a good student discount, and there was a driver's education discount. And there were variety. There was one discount that I absolutely hate it when bills just automatically deduct out of your account. And ours was really huge for the car insurance when we had all the teenagers. And so it turned out that they would give us a 50% discount if we just had the auto billing. I thought, I absolutely hate the auto billing, but 50% discount was it was thousands of dollars at the time when we had all the teenagers. So it was like, okay.
We had 4 teens at one time on driving.
So we went ahead and did that. I just had to really be a Hawkeye when it was due and make sure that I knew that money was going to be in the bank. Because that's why I don't like the automatic ones. I don't like it when there's thousands of dollars suddenly taken out of the checking account. So I was just watched it really carefully, but it was worth that to get the discount. So if you don't, you might call your insurance company and ask them if there are any discounts available.
Terry, could you show us several weeks of what you buy fresh fruits and veggies shopping? I understand the meat hauls, but would like to see other shopping. I can, except that I haven't bought any for a while because I haven't been on sale. So we've been eating mostly frozen stuff that I had bought a while back that's been in the freezer. So that's why you haven't seen anything. So I probably haven't bought hardly any fruits and vegetables for almost 6 months because I stocked up my freezer when they were 77 cents a bag. So we've been eating frozen broccoli, frozen cauliflower, frozen green beans, frozen onions, frozen green peppers. I will buy baby carrots for 98 cents a pound. Broccoli I got for Thanksgiving for a special thing. And I do buy fresh onions occasionally. Green onions, I got some green onions and planted them so that Mike's just cutting green onions now. So that's what I do for the moment. Judy, will the planners ever go on sale? Probably not. We have these printed here in the United States, and so we do not get the discount that we get from having our other books printed in South Korea. So because of that, they probably won't ever go on clearance. Or, I mean, go on sale probably.
We'd have to basically pay to get rid of them.
Yeah.
If we were going to discount them. Yeah.
By the time we have to add the shipping or me driving down to Cheyenne to pick them up and all of that, and then our losses in the mail and that stuff, we don't make a huge profit on them. Sandy, going this weekend to get 98 cents a pound ham at Harvey's. I do not know what Harvey's is, but that's a great deal. I would also.
Somebody else mentioned it earlier. It's a store in their area.
Tay says, Tara is my kind of humor. Oh, thanks. Can you send me the next batch, please?
Yes.
All right. So.
Do you want me to send them to the other address that Nino got them? I'll just do that.
Let me get the next batch here. 25% off our cookbooks, guys, right now while I'm waiting. livingonadime.com. Brown Eyes, go live every day. Enjoy watching and listening, and I love the back and forth conversation. Oh, thanks.
Thanks. Can you imagine if we just round the clock all the time? We'd be like, all right, we've been on for 17 hours. And
I thought about doing that, just turning the camera on to the living room and just letting it run 24 hours a day, and then they can just see what I'm doing in the house.
Oh, man. Who knows what kind of stuff they would hear that and see.
That could be bad. A lot of stuff could really be used against us, I'm sure.
Actually, just so you know, a lot of times Tara will include, she'll have an edited video, and I'll realize, wait, you were recording when we had that conversation? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's loving our hats.
Yay.
Christy says she got 3 of my teen boys jumper cables. Oh, that's a good idea. And tire gauges. Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe said this is better entertainment than live TV. That Christmas movies are getting boring.
Oh my goodness, they're the same movie. Okay, go ahead. Do your homework. We don't watch Hallmark anymore, but do our formerly Hallmark movies rendition of how did the movie go? How did every Hallmark movie ever go?
Oh, it was you're putting me on the spot here, right? It was Susie works for an advertising agency in New York, and her schmucky boyfriend, she doesn't know is schmucky, is treating her bad. And then she gets on an airplane and goes off to somewhere she thinks is the backwoods of Podunk, USA, this small town of Littleton, Colorado, where there's like 250,000 people. And
it's right next door to Evergreen, Colorado, which is really in real life like 100 miles away, but
and like 50,000 people. And then she meets this guy, this like hunky Christmas tree salesman
in a flannel shirt, chopping wood. He's chopping wood when she meets him.
Yeah, and she thinks he's some kind of backwoods kind of person, and eventually they start to not hate each other too badly, and then they end up baking together and throwing flour in each other's faces and ice skating and decorating a Christmas tree.
How many times have you and I baked together and thrown flour in our faces?
Never on purpose.
Ever. Oh my goodness. That's like the stupidest thing in all the romance movies.
But some of those, it was kind of cute for a while, but some of the writing just has not been as good. And although there are some that we like that are, it was an ABC Family one, the 12 Dates of Christmas is one that we still watch it a lot every year, pretty much. And the kids all like that one too. So yeah, but the other one is I forgot to mention there's the other version where the girl's name is Holly and her dad is Nicholas, and he has some kind of a manufacturing
Mysterious
business that people don't
manufacturing.
quite know what it is. It's really seasonal.
In
and
North Pole, Alaska.
very busy in the winter time, and the guy is in town for some reason, and he meets her, and he's completely clueless as to what all this could possibly mean. So,
She's in Garland, Alaska.
she's in Garland, Alaska.
North Pole, Alaska.
Yeah. And all the people that work at the company are very small, and they have green hats. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Martha says she got her boys emergency car kits. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gift cards for teens. Lisa says, I'm trying to help you pay it off. I have your videos going nonstop and I let the commercials play. Thank you, Lisa. You're why our ad revenue is up. Thank you. That's great. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
You nailed it, Mike, with the Hallmark movies, LOL. And then I saw Cherie says, I saw that movie.
Like I know. Spend a Little says made the honey garlic chicken from Dining on a Dime Volume 2. I think the sauce was cornstarch to make it a little like Chinese takeout. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely a great
That's
recipe.
a good one. I should make that one. I haven't made that for a while.
You should, even today maybe. Wow.
Yeah. Mel says my son likes hunting stuff. Yeah, hunting stuff is really popular here in Wyoming. Tammy says just jumped in and don't get to be on live often, but she has all 3 cookbooks. Oh, such a bargain. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Different Perspective says, don't forget the Lonely Fireman Hero. That's true.
Yeah. That's a single dad.
That's always a single dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids fall in love with her, and then he has to explain why she's left because she has to leave, and she leaves a note for the kids. And
But she only left because she walked in on the conversation he was having with his accountant, and she thinks it's his other girlfriend.
yeah,
Or his
Yeah.
sister. I love you. Oh wait, you love her? Oh no. Well, yeah, she's my sister. Oh, okay.
goodness, it's so true. Amy says 1 year I got regular Scotch tape for almost nothing on the after Christmas sale. Yeah, so guys, be watching after Christmas. I've gotten Scotch tape, I've gotten razors, I've gotten shampoo, body wash, I've gotten oh my goodness, I've gotten so many things. Different toys for kids' birthdays, all kinds of stuff on after Christmas sales. And candles. Oh, candles are the best after Christmas. Last year they were 75 cents for the bigger candles. So Barbara says for gifts, Bluetooth speakers, hoodies, and a portable charger. That's all good. Yep. Wanda says if we put all the recipes from Dining 1 and Volume 1 and 2, some of us would have trouble lifting it. Yes, because it would be almost 10 pounds. So I that's why it's divided up. Joanna has the old spiral bound. Yay. Let's see. Has anybody bought items from Temu, which is heavily advertised on YouTube? The items seem so cheap. I remember buying a set of towels from mail order. They arrived so thin and flimsy. Okay.
I put this in there for a very specific reason.
Actually, we have a video coming out on this. We haven't shot it yet because we're still arguing with the company. I would not buy anything from any name you do not recognize. Amazon is okay. Walmart's okay. I would say Kohl's, JCPenney's is fine. Maybe places like Maurice's, TJ Maxx, that would be okay. But any of these weird companies that you've never heard of before, do not buy. So you guys know I lost some weight, so I decided to splurge and buy some new clothes. Oh my goodness, it has been the biggest headache. So they were supposed to be made in North Carolina.
Or South Carolina, but yeah.
Whatever, Carolina, South Carolina. And
But they
It took
advertised it hugely.
Yeah.
Like on everything they
Easy
have.
returns from South Carolina, USA. Okay. So I get the clothes, and on the package, there's 2 labels. One is the top one's from LA, and the one underneath it is from China. I'm like, okay, why are these coming from China if they're made in South Carolina? And so we go pull them out. Oh, do you still have the pictures? I don't even want to be seen, but do you still have the pictures?
Yes.
Okay, so Mike's
thought we
going
were
to
saving
show
them for
you.
the video.
Well, we are, but you guys are just going to get a preview because they don't know how we don't know how it's going to turn out. And so they looked really cute in their pictures, but then when I got them, it looked like a muumuu. And so, okay, so
Should we show the
yeah.
advertised picture?
So here's how it looks like.
You'll have to get the thing so you can see. Make sure I'm holding it in front of the screen.
So here's what it's supposed to look like. Here's what it looked like in the ad. Okay. Now I know this woman is not my size, but the sleeves are 3/4 length. It's tapered in. So I know I look good with tapered in stuff. Okay. So that's what it should look like.
That's as advertised. And then
This is what we got. Now, does that even remotely look close to that? The sleeves are full length almost.
Looks like a maternity dress.
It looks like it's a maternity dress. There's no tapering, nothing.
Well, and she
The
also
fabric is awful.
Well, and it also had arms that dangled like this.
I mean, it's awful.
And just to make sure that they knew, because when we disputed it with the credit card, I had her hold it in so they could see that it wasn't the way she's shaped.
And it's not the same length either.
Yeah.
And so I did a chargeback. Well, the company just sent pictures saying that it had been delivered and I'd received it. Well,
They sent pictures of their website models wearing things and said this is what was received.
Yeah.
And
it's not. Well, so first of all, I told them I wanted my money back. And they were like, okay, well, your order was $250. We'll take $25 off. We'll give you $25 back and you can keep the items. I'm like, I don't want the items. No. Okay, well, we'll send you $49. We'll take $49 off. I'm like, no, I want my money back. So then they're like, okay, well, if you want them back, you're going to have to ship the items to Dubai. Excuse me? They're made in South Carolina. Why am I shipping them to Dubai? So we sent a charge back to the company, to the credit card company. They sent a picture of their models wearing it, say, this is what delivered. No, that was not what was delivered. And the credit card company ruled in their favor. They are a scam site.
Well, the company
We've been going around and around, and apparently they're like really huge scam site.
Yeah, they're really huge. Well, and our company only allowed us to like make a 200 character statement about what the issue was, but they let the scammers submit a PDF that had all these.
This is Citibank, by the way.
It was pictures.
Should be ashamed of yourself.
They allowed them to submit a PDF with whatever they wanted, although the scammers were pretty sorry about what they posted, and they basically just posted pictures of their website advertisements and said that's what was received. So after 25 years of being with this credit card, we were thinking, maybe it's time to cancel that card. But anyway, we made a big response to that. And we thought we'd make a video about it too.
So I'm doing a video about it.
But the thing is, this company has like 50 different names that we found that they advertise
at least.
They heavily advertise on Facebook. So if you see things that say like cute, whatever clothes made in South Carolina, that's definitely the same company. I would never buy from there.
Yeah.
So
unless it's Amazon or Walmart, I'm not buying any clothes online ever again.
But
or maybe Kohl's. I'll buy it from Kohl's, but
yeah.
Most of my stuff is thrift store stuff anyway. I just thought, I'll just go ahead and splurge and treat myself. No, that's what I get.
So I would just say don't buy anything from a company you're not familiar with. And if you do go buy from them, make sure you are clear for sure who they are. Because there was something else about that one that somebody mentioned on here. Oh, What was interesting about it is it says made in South Carolina, USA, but the tech support person that kept trying to get her to take $20 off as a refund on a $250 order eventually said, well, all our factories are in China. Like, but your thing says it's made in South Carolina.
So they even admitted it. Well, and then stupid me, I did it again. This place is in the United States, but there was this particular item that Jack wanted, and he had just seen a YouTube video on it, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, so I just ordered it. And after I ordered it, I looked at the website. I'm like, what is this? Well, he didn't know anything about this place. He just saw this particular thing and thought it was cool. And
because it's a big meme thing going
yeah,
around the internet right now.
and so we go and look, and they are using blood to make paint, and they've got like all this witchcraft stuff and everything. And stupid me, I did it again. Thankfully, it was only $15, but I tried to cancel my order, and I just got a thing saying they shipped it. I'm like, I emailed them 2 days ago telling them to cancel the order, and they should have, and they didn't. But I was just like, I was so mad about that.
South Loop River Homestead, the scammer on the clothes was Krigna, which looks like cringe with the last two letters switched. I think they just bought somebody else's brand name, because a lot of scammers these days, especially like on Amazon, they'll take over a listing that somebody hasn't used in a while. It has kind of a snazzy European sounding name, and then they'll post pictures that look like they're good stuff, and it'll be scammy stuff. And most people, like in this case, I think most people wouldn't continue to fight it in the circumstance that we're in. But they've used tons of other names, and we Googled their email domain, and it brought up like 50 other names of companies that use exactly the same phrasing and the same support email and everything.
Yeah, but they're advertising on Facebook. So if you see Made in South Carolina for clothes on Facebook, I would report it as a scam, because there's like, I don't know, 50 different names that they're going under, and we didn't realize it. But yeah. So anyway, that was our shopping adventures for the week.
And actually, we might submit the thing to the Federal Trade Commission, but there's not a lot they can do, because the company is actually in China, and they sort of have, like, the billing is from London, but the company's in China, and they want you to send stuff back to Dubai. So I think it's kind of like those people that I've heard people say, well, I'm on the do not call list. Why do these scammers keep calling me? Well, it's because they're calling you from India or China or somewhere, and they don't care about the US law. So, and that's the case with a lot of these, unfortunately. Although Facebook should block them, but Facebook doesn't give you a very good way to report those. So
Facebook is a mess. I'm so sick of Facebook.
Yeah.
So speaking of ordering, guys, we are a legit company. Livingonadime.com, 25% off our cookbooks right now. Dining on a Dime Volume 1, Volume 2, and then our gluten-free, dairy-free edition. They're all 25% off now, and we have been in business for over 25 years. So we know we're legit. And I know we're telling you that, and you shouldn't believe us, but everybody will tell you that we've shipped their books, and it's what it was.
Yeah.
And if there's a problem, we fix it. We don't give you a $5 discount to keep the book. Goodness, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
So mostly we make sure that if we really know the company well, we will buy directly from the company. But if we're not very familiar with the company, we'll tend to want to buy from them off of Amazon or somewhere, and make sure that we know that the return policy and all.
Yeah, we did escalate it, Kimberly. But what's so frustrating is Mike had to spend like 4 hours collecting all this stuff, putting it together, looking all this stuff up.
Well, what was frustrating
so infuriating. So we're going to do a video and make money off of it.
What was frustrating with the card is that we've had the card for 25 years. And every now and then, if I talk to them for some reason, I say, oh, wow, you've been with us for a long time. Oh, thanks. But what happened is they allowed us a very limited amount of words to say what the problem was. And they didn't allow us to submit any pictures or emails or anything like that. But they allowed the other people to do that. And the next thing we heard, I didn't hear it till I was logging into the account for something, and it said, this dispute is complete, and we have reversed the temporary credit we gave you for this. So basically what they said is they resolved it in the other people's favor. Like, we're your customer. You resolved it in their favor while allowing them to provide all the evidence they wanted, but only allowing us to provide a couple hundred characters in each spot. And so that's the part that's what kind of made us irritated with them. Although we've been trying to move all of our financial things to local institutions here in Wyoming anyway. So
I mean, it's not going to be long before everything's digital anyway, but 90% of everything's digital now as it is. But it's just so frustrating that.
And as far as the credit, some people are saying canceling card can hurt your credit. We're not really concerned about that. We don't really need the credit for anything. Our credit's really great anyway, but we don't really need it. I mean, all we really would have wanted it for is if we needed it for a house.
Yeah, we don't get car loans. We don't do loans. So we do without before we do loans.
Yeah.
So, which is why we're trying to so frantically get the house paid off, because it was so glorious when the house was paid off. For that 2 years it was paid off, and then we moved, but that's okay. We're trucking right along pretty quick here. I mean, we're doing actually.
Allie said hard to take me serious because of my hat or my shirt that doesn't match my hat. I said to Tara, is it weird that I have two different kinds of plaid and two colors?
Yeah, it is. It's okay, honey. You're just my elf. Will you be my elf this Christmas?
Yes. Oh, Perry Patriot, you're the real deal. I have volume 1. Yay.
Oh,
it's been a blessing to you.
Diane says, I have volume 1 and volume 2. That's these two right here. And she's had the planner since we got them. Yeah, this is our undated daily planner, guys. And I'm going to try and get a video done on it, but it's to help keep it organized and has one page for each day of the week. But I undated it so that people can buy it any time of the year, because we were having people wanting them in like April. And so that's why we did it that way.
Whoa, lots of people testifying that we're a very legit company. Thank you, Mel.
Thanks,
I appreciate that.
90 days left to pay off the house. Go down on YouTube history. You know what? Maybe. See, this is Tara's go big or just don't go. Instead of just going live for an hour or two every day, we need to just go live 24/7 until the house is paid off.
And here's Mike in the 6th hour of his sleeping. I'm going to roll him over again.
Stop snoring. I don't know how Grandma did that with Grandpa all those years. Oh my goodness. My grandfather used to snore awful.
See, then they could get up with me at 6 o'clock in the morning and go out and fire up Big Bertha and start spewing snow everywhere. And then I'd have to wipe off the camera because all the snow. So, they say, I did not realize, as with other things, you should not snow blow into the wind. I discovered that I was trying to blow it a certain way to make it go off the area where I had already blown the snow, and it was all blowing all over me because the wind goes from west to east in the winter. So,
Joanne, volume 1 is the new spiral bound, and the recipe. So the old one was spiral bound, but this one's hardcover, but it does lay flat for those of you wondering. So see, it lays flat. So even up to the first page, we made sure that it was a special binding to lay flat. That's part of the reason why they're more expensive.
She was asking how many more recipes. Sorry.
Getting there.
Sorry.
And there's no new recipes from the 20th anniversary, if that's the one that you had.
The older spiral bound ones had 40 recipes less than the new one.
Andy says she's not going to lie. She'd listen to us all day while she does housework.
Oh, thank you. I think a lot of people do that.
Motivated to do housework. The problem is I don't really do that much. I sit on my butt most days. doing the business stuff, like editing videos and watching videos that our editors have done and getting stuff organized and getting stuff loaded into the queue for videos. So I don't know. If I didn't have to mess with videos, I could actually do something. My hair looks great with lilac. My hair isn't lilac. Does my hair look purple? My hair is actually gray. So Mike has blue lights on tonight, so it must be the blue lights making my hair look purple. But thanks.
I think it's the hat reflecting on it.
You think it's the hat?
Well, they'll definitely give you the senior discount.
No.
Okay.
From that side, it looks kind of purpley orange red.
So it does look purpley. Oh dear.
Yeah, we
It
went
must be the lights reflecting off my gray hair, but thank you.
the other day we went to Albertsons, and was it senior day? And they just automatically gave us the
You
senior
think that's
discount.
so funny, don't you?
It was the first time it's ever happened to me.
Mhm.
Actually,
I
since
see you
my hair
laughing.
is short,
Is my hair purple?
Yes.
since my hair is short, it's unclear what color it is, so that's probably why they gave it to us.
Yes.
Ooh, Andy says I do watch the recipe channel all the time and making the peanut clusters right now.
Oh, thanks. So Michael put the recipe channel in there, our super easy recipes. I am going to be putting some recipes on Living on a Dime and Super Easy this next week, and you guys are going to notice something about them. But I'm trying something. I'm trying an experiment to see if something happens with them. So you guys are going to see videos coming up, and you're going to think, Tara, why are you doing that?
Oh wow!
It's because I'm doing an experiment. We talked about this for like an hour today.
I was supposed to be listening.
See what I have to put up with? Just saying.
Hey, the other day
See?
you told me you were glad you were married.
I was, yes.
Just wish it was somebody else. Just kidding. She didn't say that.
I did not. I was glad I married you.
Everyone is loving the hats. Ms. T, Mike, you have to wear overalls if you want the senior discount. Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's so true. Yep, that's true. Yeah. Kimberly says I worked for Chase for many years and know all the ins and outs of credit card company industry. Believe it or not, because I pay off my balance every month, my score slipped 10 points. Yeah, ours did too. A lot of times they look at your ratio, and if you're making your payments on time and the ratio is open balance to amount of balance you have on the card, having a lot of open credit on your card can also hurt your credit. Yes, we found that out also. I know it's a bit strange, but my credit score is over 800 and I'll never, oops, oh dear. And I'll never, okay, whoops, we ran, oh dear. I don't know what I did. I did something.
You clicked it.
I clicked it. Oh, there, hide. Okay. She didn't finish that saying, but she must have ran out of letters, but I totally get it. Yeah. Actually, our credit is lower because we pay stuff off. You can. Nicole, does YouTube count views when play all is used on a channel? Yes. Each individual gets a view.
Although the other day I was listening to Christmas music on one channel and I was just letting it play in the background while I was working and it suddenly stopped. And I said, what? So I went over there and it said, are you still here?
Yes. It does that to me all the time. Yep.
And I told it yes. And then it said, oh, thanks for letting us know. So, yeah.
We can make some of the videos and podcasts and have a whole new audience. So we tried the podcast thing. It totally failed. But yeah, we had thought about doing it. Shelly, we bought the hats at Walmart like 5 years ago or something. We've had them for quite a while.
The show was kind of new, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember thinking, this would be great for the show.
Mm-hmm.
So Wanda says senior discounts are the second best thing about getting older. The first is not being dead yet.
Wanda, oh my goodness, listen to you. Wanda's been with us forever. Kathleen. Oh, I think it's Kathleen. caffeine. I don't know. On the peanut butter cups, do I mix the paraffin with the chocolate and melt? It says it's a wax. Is it edible wax? Yes, it's edible wax. That it's what they use to can with. So it's perfectly safe. It just goes right through the system and on out. Doesn't collect anywhere. Makes it real nice and slick for you. No stool softeners needed that day. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
See, if we were 24 hours a day, we could say we're here all day, folks.
It's an edible wax, and it's like a very minute, and I've used it for 40 plus years. But if you get the chocolate wafers instead of the chocolate chips, if you use the chocolate wafers, the wax is already in there. So you don't need to add the extra wax if you're using wafers and not just chocolate chips. So, maybe you could do demo viewer recipes in the future.
Oh, did you not get the one I emailed you?
Oh no, I didn't.
Because I just pasted that in here as one that. It's on the other email address. Okay, yeah, there you go.
So, how long have we been married? Way too long, Jenny. Way too long.
But I still put up with her anyway.
28 years. Yep, 12 days. 28 years. 9.
Yep.
No, how many? 28.
See, it starts young. 28 years.
Oh, thanks. Aw. The 12 Dates of Christmas have Amy Smart. I think that's who that's in there. I think that's who that is.
Think maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's just a pretty cute, kind of wholesome, fun movie.
Yeah. What's the cough drops that made my mouth go numb? Laura wants to know. Just kidding. With the most menthol, the Vicks Vapo Cool. Vicks Vapo Cool. VAPO Cool. That's the one.
Marilyn Monroe says you got married when you were 12. Yes.
Oh, don't get me started on that today.
Uh-oh.
The new bill that's passing, and we're not going to stop.
Okay, then.
Tina, I used to live in North Pole, Alaska. It wasn't as Christmassy as one might have expected. Really? I would think just everything would be all painted gingerbread and everything. That's depressing. Don't forget the snow falling as they kiss at the end of the Hallmark movies. That's so true, isn't it?
Yes.
When does the kitchen remodel begin? Will you show us the progress? So it begins January 9th.
Oh, how convenient. I'm going to be gone that year.
So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because the contractor finally said, I'm not going to bid you on the job. I'm just going to do you by the hour, because which could be good or bad. But I get to take the chainsaw to the bar.
What? You're like, I know it'll make a big mess, but can I take the chainsaw to the bar? Because it'll be great on my channel.
That'll be great. I get to take the chainsaw to the bar. So
I think all those unexpected things that happen when you do things. I'm thinking like a giant splinter coming out and stabbing you in the leg, and then you have to go to the hospital, and then that's going to make a whole new series of videos for the channel.
And that'll pay for the whole remodel.
They're like, oh, wait, we have to take you into the ER, and you'll be like, go get the camera, make sure the camera's rolling. Am I right, Dave?
Mom films everything is what Dad's saying.
Oh, yes, yes. True.
So I'm reusing all the kitchen cabinets. I bought Habitat Restore had some, if you guys saw my not yesterday's Taiwan Tuesday, but the week before, they had a matching set at the Restore. So I got some pieces to use for it. I saved myself like $1,000. Got a vent cover, an oven vent cover that's really cool. And I'm going to paint the upper cabinets, and I'm going to leave the bottom cabinets the color that they are now, the dark cherry or whatever color that is. And we're going to remove the sink from the bar, and we're going to shorten the bar and shorten the bar. I don't know. Shorten the bar and shorten the bar. And We have to get a new stove. And we may or may not get a new refrigerator. We haven't decided yet. Our refrigerator's not that great.
Well, mostly it's been leaving ice. The boys love the ice maker on the front, but it just leaves, it drops ice on the floor a while later after everybody's gone and then turns into a puddle. And
Okay, so let me ask you this. So here's our dilemma on the refrigerator. I don't want an ice maker at all anymore. Well, I mean, an ice maker in the refrigerator is fine, but not an ice dispenser, I should say. But he likes having the water dispenser. What if we got a separate water dispenser and just put it on the sink?
I was fine with that.
Would that work?
Mm-hmm.
See, honey, all our marriage problems are solved live. We need to just go live with our counseling.
The boys are the ones that are going to miss the ice thing, but
but if it's already made and they just have to pull it out.
I thought the crushed ice would be cool, but it makes so much noise that I just
never works.
Been using it for all these years. And we saw these ones that have those little pellet ice like the convenience stores have. And I thought, well, it's just a little countertop thing you put in the kitchen. But then as we were reading the reviews, people said it just makes a loud noise all the time. And then it generates heat and makes the kitchen run hotter. And I was thinking, yeah, put it out in the garage.
So we might go ahead and get a new refrigerator without a dispenser and only an ice maker inside. And then I want to put a big window over there, which will be a project in itself, although the contractor said he doesn't do that. So Mike's going to have to do that. And we should have done it like 2 months ago when it was nice out.
For which thing?
The window. So it sounds like it's going to take anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks, depending on what we do. So I think everyone convinced me to not get butcher block for the bar. So I'm going to cut the butcher block and I just want laminate countertops. I just like laminate countertops. The contractor said they can do a really nice epoxy countertop, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. So we're going to see. And yes, I'll probably record it.
Don't do full butcher block for counters in your kitchen remodel.
Yeah, I've ruled that one out after what everybody said. I kind of figured, but I thought, well, I'd get your opinion anyway. T.O. says, yay, my order is shipped. Thank you for volume 1 and the planner. You are welcome.
Oh, yay. Oh, tons of people are asking about your mom. Why isn't she on? Is she okay?
Oh, I answered that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. So she's fine. She's just snowed in. There's just too much snow. Her car can't get out, and they don't plow the side streets here, so she literally can't really get out. We went over and shoveled her driveway so that if there's an emergency, she maybe could, but it's pretty difficult for her to get out.
Well, and don't tell her I told you, but if there's a hint of weather, she's kind of afraid to leave, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So she doesn't drive at all when there's any weather. I got a bunch of battery operated kids' toothbrushes 1 year after Christmas. Mommy of 6 says, yeah, that's another really good. Toothbrushes, toothpastes, bubble baths, all those are really good. Jane wants to know, what do we cook for New Year's Eve dinner? Usually it's chips and salsa and cheese, but we're not doing dairy anymore. So it's, I don't know what's going to be this year. Goat cheese dip, I guess. It'll be goat cheese dip and salsa.
Somebody else asked about New Year's as well, and we don't really do much for.
The church is having game night this year, so maybe we'll go do that. I don't know.
That would be fun. I remember doing something fun one year when I was like 12, but in recent years, it's mostly been staying home. We used to stay up late and watch the things in New York, but then those things seem to get to a place where we weren't really engaging them well anymore. So then we just would stay up late and play games and stuff. But in recent years, it's not even been staying up late, particularly.
Yeah. Karen says, I'll never buy another Samsung appliance. Yeah, that's one thing. I am going to do an interview with Pilot. Oh my goodness. Pistol. I got it in my head. His name was Pilot because somebody had said something about the Air Force when I was talking about him. His name is Pistol, which is appropriate for Wyoming. But he was a really, really smart appliance guy. And I'm going to see if he will come on and let me interview him about appliances. And he said Samsung and LG and GE are all really bad. He said stick with Amana and Whirlpool and KitchenAid, but KitchenAid is like ridiculously expensive. And
Well, in our last house, we had
Kenmore, which
Kenmore. All the Kenmore appliances in 10 years had to be replaced, and most of them had to be replaced multiple times. That would be we had 3 refrigerators, 5 microwaves, 2 stoves. Was there another appliance, or was that all the appliances that we had?
No, we had 3 stoves.
Oh, and
I think
3 dishwashers too.
we had 3 dishwashers, but we had 10 repairs on the first one.
So the microwave, the only reason we kept replacing it with the same brand is because I didn't want to have, well, Tar wanted white, and there was only one that was white. And also I kept having to, previously I had when we replaced microwaves over the stove, they put all the screws in a different place, and I kept having to replace the thing that holds it up in the back.
Oops, where'd it go? Queen says, Mike, you have a water dispenser. It's called a faucet. I know. Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy for that too.
And we have really good water because we have a whole house water filtration system that the city pays for because we're on the end of the line. And our water, if we don't have that, is not usable. And so the city had to, the former people made the city put in a water filtration. So we actually have really good filtered water here. So, yeah.
Did you want me to send you more? Or
well, let's see where we're at here. Sherry says, everybody loves my purple hair. Live on the wild side. Do you like my purple hair, honey? I don't know. To me, okay, no offense if anyone has purple hair, but to me, when I see little old ladies with purple and pink hair, I just feel like they're having a midlife crisis. Sorry if you're got purple or pink hair, but I just think, what midlife crisis are you having that you have to dye your hair purple and pink? I don't know.
Tara's wild enough. I think, yeah, the colors, I guess, are a little bit red. So everybody thinks that it looks like it's, yeah, that color.
Oh, brother. I bought a KitchenAid dishwasher for $4,600. Valerie said, yeah. I mean, honestly, it might be worth $20,000 to buy KitchenAid appliances for the kitchen, but I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, so I don't know if we're going to get a new fridge or not, but I am, after yesterday's video, I specifically left in the oven during that part of the video so you guys could hear how obnoxious it is. Because normally what I do is I just, you guys don't know this, but normally what I do is voice over those things. And I just take out the audio and then I just voice over it. But I specifically left it in because I wanted you guys to see how obnoxious it was. And it was obnoxious. So anyway.
Tracy at Amazing Grace Ranch, we had Whirlpool stove and fridge dishwasher, which was great. Now we have a new Maytag washer and dryer, Samsung stove and microwave and refrigerator, and they've been okay so far. I hate the French doors. I think she's going to say it says I hate the French, but I don't think she hates the French. It must be French doors.
Oh man, we had one. We moved into this house. I had a French door one, and I hated it. You couldn't get anything out of the fridge without opening both doors. Nothing. And then it had the stupid drawer that went all the way along. Well, I must not be the only one because we were looking at the store the other day, and now the French doors, you can open it and the drawers pull out. But even then, one of them, we were like, this is the stupidest design ever. You couldn't pull the drawer out unless, how was it?
There was a middle contraption on one of the doors where when you close the door, it would turn like that to seal between the two doors. But even when you open the one door, that middle thing prevented the drawer from opening. So you still had to open both doors. She's like, a man designed this.
I was like, what kind of idiot designs this refrigerator? Have you never used a refrigerator before? My goodness. So anyway, Yeah, yeah, thank you very much, Naomi. My oven is very obnoxious.
Well, I'm surprised considering how many things that people have that make lots of noise and still lots of people buy them. I was just thinking,
know.
because didn't you say that stove when you tested the stove at the kitchen
Yeah,
shop?
I was gonna get an induction stove, but the kitchen shop here had one, and I couldn't find anybody who had one, so they let me test it. That thing's obnoxious. You don't want to hear this rattling
Well, Pistol
the
said that
whole
they
time.
were constantly, and then we heard somebody else say, "Oh, ours doesn't work." We're like, "What?" So then we went down to a kitchen shop here where they have a test kitchen, and sure enough, it whirs all it. And I just think so Tara put up a number of Christmas trees this year because if you didn't see that video, she got a bunch of them, and some of them have those I forget what you call that.
Halogen.
What the light? What do you call that? Those fiber optic lights, yeah. And they have halogen things, and they make a whirring sound too. And I was thinking, I can't believe people use so many whirring things.
They're really pretty trees, but they're kind of obnoxious to listen to.
Yeah.
Joanne, what fridge did you end up getting? Tell me which one you got. Linda, the water filtration was through a private company here in town that the city hired to put into this house because the water was so bad at the end of the line here.
And the main issue is the city needs to replace some of the old water lines, and they are trying to put it off in the budget. So
we had rust really bad in our water.
Yeah, and it's mainly because ours is at the very end of the line. So when something to do with when they open the fire hydrant to drain the water, somehow it causes a bunch of stuff to come into our line. So
yeah.
Everybody
says they like their old appliances. Yes, that's the trick, is that they're old appliances. Any appliances that are probably 15 years old or older, I'm sure they are really good, but it's the new ones now that are the problems. Kenmore, I will cook outside on a fire pit before I will buy another Kenmore appliance ever.
It was a traumatic experience.
I'm not exaggerating. I will not have a Kenmore refrigerator, microwave, stove, dishwasher, nothing.
It's funny because
I'm not kidding. I would.
Well, they used to have such a good reputation, but I think that they changed something around 2010 because
they were awful.
2011 is when they advertised them in the houses, and they just didn't do very well there. So
everybody's saying their KitchenAid dishwashers are really good. I guess if it's only 600, she miss whatever typed. She said it was only 600 and not 4,600. So. But I looked for a stove, and a stove was like $4,000.
Wow.
I'm waiting to see what refrigerator, who was it? Joanne has. Joanne, tell me what refrigerator you have.
So you missed some of the stuff I sent you here.
Oh, yeah.
Mona,
I believe, would you read that one?
Mona says, I believe your husband is perfect for your personality. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I got something I'm going to say about that. Let's just say. I'm only kidding, guys. Actually, no, we don't work well together, but we don't live well together either.
But the other day when you were,
we are opposites, so that's good.
But the other day when you were 20% conscious, I think I heard some.
Yes, I was very thankful
things.
for you. I was very thankful for you.
She said a lot of kind things, and I thought, so I know it's in there. Miss T loves the Tightwad Tuesday segments.
Yeah, so that's really funny because people are saying they really love them, and actually we have really good watch time on them, but we don't have very good views. I
think that means that only our normal people will like them.
And I was trying to decide if I should keep doing them because it takes me like 8 hours of work to do those. And I make the same amount of money as the videos where I just sit down and talk for like 10 minutes. And I can make the same $500 or $1,000 on a 10-minute video as I do the Tightwad Tuesdays. So I was trying to decide if I should keep doing it. Joanne, send me a link, will you? Editor@livingonadime.com. can you go to Home Depot or whatever and tell me which Maytag you got? Because seriously, I need somebody who's got a practical, who's actually used these. Because Home Depot only allows 48 hours on appliances, which is no time at all to figure out if you're going to actually like an appliance or not. But
Yeah, some people are
I'm
saying
terrified of buying new appliances.
Well, some people are saying that their ancient whatever appliances are still doing well, but Wanda's
'cause they're
right.
old.
Wanda says things in general used to be made much
Yeah.
better than now, and that's true. Well, I keep hearing people talking about their electric range stoves that the glass breaks, and I've never seen that happen before. And part of me was hesitant on that, thinking, is this going to be a lower quality? Because the one we have right now that was in the house, it's uneven. It causes, I forgot, it's too hot or it's too hot on the low settings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, if we had one that broke, that would be bad. I did notice that the highest ratings on the range tops or the range oven stoves are on the ones that have the fewest doodads. So the ones that have Wi-Fi and, Amazon Alexa and all that
I don't want anything
stuff.
fancy.
All those are the ones that people have the biggest problems with, and I think it's just because there are a lot of things that can fail on them.
Sherry Pistol, our appliance guy, said to stay away from GE. So I don't know.
GE used to be good.
It used to be really good, but let's see. Everybody's loving the Tightwad Tuesdays. Well, I mean, the thing is, the reason why I started doing the Tightwad Tuesdays is because people think you just use coupons to save money on groceries, and that's how you get out of debt and save money. And it's just not true. It's a lifestyle. It's not. And so that's what I was trying to do with the Tightwad Tuesday videos, to show that it's a lifestyle, because I got to realizing, like, almost every single thing we do is to do to save money. So I
think that people like that kind of video. I just think that our core audience understands they like it, but people that don't know us at the moment, they don't have necessarily a reason to click on it.
True.
But I think if we could figure out how to reach the audience that's interested in those
I just need to figure out better clickbaity titles.
Well, I think titles that indicate that this is what it's going to be.
The thrift store lady told me this secret. Yeah, the truck comes in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Sorry, somebody said they have a stove as old as them, 62, just Vicky. Oh my goodness. But see, they built them better back then. As a matter of fact, I wanted to pull the stove from the studio out and put it in my kitchen. But everybody would have a cow about doing that. So,
well, it'd probably be fine. But in our other house, the stove that came with the house, which was a Kenmore, it was a couple of years into owning the house, and there was a big flash, and we pulled, and it stopped working. We pulled it away, and all the wires in the back had melted. And so I was thinking, wow, okay, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Jay Moore says, here's my clickbait title, Breaking News.
Yeah, wow.
I'm sorry, titles and thumbnails are the bane of our existence. Oh my goodness, we absolutely hate doing them.
I like the thumbnails okay, but the titles, yeah. The thumbnails take longer though, especially the ones that are, the good ones take longer, but it's kind of fun when in the end when they look really nice.
Yeah. And yet our number one video still is how to fold a fitted sheet.
Which just has Jill holding it up like this.
It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Cynthia, I wanted to say thank you. My Babel came today. Recently also got the cookbooks. I lost my spiral brown in a recent move, so when I reordered, I got both. Oh, well, thanks for ordering. I'm glad you like the Bible. Yeah, guys, if we give away free Bibles, if you need a Bible, please feel free to go grab one. livingonadime.com. Click on the shop, click on free Bible, and just put in the coupon code stated right there on the listing, and we will send you a free Bible because we want everyone that wants one to get one.
I just shared the link as well.
And we don't contact you. We won't show up at your door. We won't call you, nothing. We just want you to read the Word of God for yourself. And Kim, hello. Hello. Morgan Anna says, I would never own a Maytag ever again as well as GE or Whirlpool. Well, now our appliance guy said Whirlpool and Maytag aren't bad, but I don't know.
He said Whirlpool is the least amount of repairs that he gets.
Yeah.
So, and I looked online and it seems like a lot of other repair people say that too.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like that's the best one, I guess. But
and they all had bad things to say about Samsung, but I was wondering, is it because Samsung is the most popular one that they get more repairs? Well, also Samsung has lots of technology built in, and that probably causes more failure.
Oh
too.
no, your mother-in-law's on. She says maybe she should be Vanna White for all the videos.
Man, I hate to tell you, but a lot of people on here might not know who Vanna White is.
Can you see my bruise on here? Oh.
I'm sure I could if I'm on the wrong side of you.
No, it should be right here.
No, it's on this side.
It's on this side?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I couldn't remember which side it was on.
Yeah, there it is right there on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to cover it up, but I didn't know if it got covered up. Whirlpool makes Maytag appliances. Oh, really? Huh. Kathy! Hello, Kathy. We love Kathy. Kathy loves us.
Hello, Kathy.
She's been with us for forever.
Yep.
Will you be my friend, Kathy?
Well, yeah. Sorry. You look like you're fading.
I am.
Are you wanting to go? I turned the fireplace up a little so it would go more, and I think it made it hotter.
It's hot in here now. Yes.
Yeah.
Deborah, thank you for introducing me to Pastor Jack Hibbs. I love his preaching. Yay!
We love Pastor Jack.
Oh, Kathy says she'll be my friend. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Former Carmel taught that you can't do canning on the glass top stoves. Based on that, I don't want one. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. That doesn't really make sense, but.
Hey, wait a minute. An hour ago, you were talking about going live 24 hours a day, and now it's 2 hours. And not sure you're going to make it. How would you do 24
Well, we
hours?
would just keep the camera going, and then we just go in the kitchen and keep it going while we're fixing food. And then we just sit down at the kitchen table and eat.
I see. We should take everybody outside to see the snow, although it's dark now. It's really dark.
We got
Wow.
a lot of snow. I was going to have you take a picture and show it on the thing, but.
Well, I did take
Do you
some
have my
pictures,
phone?
but
Oh, can you go grab my phone? I have a picture I can show.
oh yeah, sure. No. Okay, where's your
It's
phone?
right there. So we'll show you the snow picture real quick, guys, because you might find it very interesting. Janie loves Pastor Jack too. You're welcome. I'm so glad that you guys like him. He's really good, isn't he? Oh no, Ellie says, is being an adult coming to the realization that I would rather open presents on Christmas instead of early? Yes, Ellie, that is becoming an adult. I doubt she's watching, but we'll have to tell her that. Okay, so here is our bird bath today. This morning, right there.
I don't have anything to show. Oh yeah, here's the bird bath with the house behind it.
Oh, that looks so festive.
Yeah, this was like at 6 o'clock in the morning when I was. Oops.
Hold on.
Focus camera. Hold on a second.
Going closer.
The camera will focus. There it is. That was from this morning, just before I went to plow it or to use the snowblower. But you can see, I took the picture that way so you could see the bird bath with the big old. Looks like a giant mushroom. That's funny. And actually, I wanted to take the point of view shot with Big Bertha, but I didn't think I could actually drive it and use it at the same time. But this was, oops. Is it going to focus? Focus. There we go. Yeah, this is at 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's totally dark. I actually talked to one of the neighbors yesterday. Said, hey, I wasn't sure if I should start that thing so early. She said, oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Which one?
Over there.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, wait, over. Forgot which direction. Over there. Yeah.
school or no school?
Yes.
Sarah, how many inches did we get? We got 12 to 15, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to get a little bit more tonight.
There's some places where I didn't do it, and then after I did it, it appeared to be 14 to 16 in that spot.
Ruth says she wants to see snow clips in all our videos. Houston doesn't get very much. That's why I put some of them in, because I know some people don't get it and they like to see it.
It is really pretty, and normally it's not too bad to be outside, although this time it's been kind of cold, and it's supposed to be 8 below zero next week. So Merry Christmas.
Oh man, this has been a cold winter, but that's good because then we won't have bugs. Kathy said she's glad that we did not go to the hospital because she just spent 2 hours at the Minute Clinic. They need to change their name.
Wow.
Have mercy. I hope you're okay. You message me and tell me if you're okay. You don't have to stay on here.
Shuri asked, how many hours does it take to clear the driveway with Big Bertha? It actually...
Probably a half an hour.
Today it took like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you didn't clear everything.
I didn't clear it all
He
today.
just got the car out.
Well, so it could easily take more than an hour, depending on if the snow is only a couple of inches, then I could do the whole thing in probably 25 minutes. Today it was like the second or third pass on this really big snow, and down at the end on the street, the city doesn't plow, so I kind of plowed around down around the street a little bit near the mailboxes and near two of the neighbors that were all kind of stuck in their areas because of the snow. So I kind of plowed out that whole area, which isn't really part of our driveway, but I just thought we could get out easier and then they could all get out. Yeah. So I would say I need to probably budget an hour. But if it's a day where there's not that much snow, probably 25 minutes. Yeah.
Kathy says that she didn't go to the Minute Clinic for 2 hours for her. It was for her son to go get his ears flushed. I'm sorry, Kathy. I would be saying, son, come here. Let me get the power washer out. Oh my goodness. 2 hours for that?
Wow.
I would be hopping mad.
Wow. CH, we got the Christmas hats at Walmart about 5 or so years ago, right? Yeah. And they're always popular. They've been extra popular today. That's great.
I noticed some of your recipes call for scalded milk. Does it actually make a difference in the recipe? So I cannot remember, Google what scalding milk does for a recipe. I can't remember what it does. Somehow it breaks down the proteins or something, and it does actually change the recipe. But I'll be honest and say that I normally, most of the time, I don't scald it. So it does actually chemically do something, but I can't remember what it is right now. So just Google it and you can find the answer to that. But I don't know what it exactly does. All right, guys, 25% off our cookbooks. livingonadime.com, volume 1, volume 2. They go together, but are totally different recipes. Gluten-free, dairy-free. It's just our volume 1 adapted for gluten-free, dairy-free diets. And our planners are not on sale, but these are our undated daily planners. Around 400 pages, 365 days in here, 366 actually. And then all of our charts, our budgeting charts and our chore charts and our organizing charts and our debt payoff, and all of those are in our menus, are in our planner. livingonadime.com. Thank you everyone for all the Christmas gifts and Christmas cards, and we will see you guys next week.
Yep. And if you don't join us next week, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Of course you will be here.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.